Hey everyone, my name is Manya and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, episode 3 of the Purple Plan Basics, we're going to talk about staples that you should have in your kitchen to make sure you are well prepared to be successful on the Purple Plan. So if that interests you, stay tuned. We're getting into it right now. All right, everyone, welcome back. My name is Manya, and I have lost 25 pounds on the WW Purple Plan. Now, I know a lot of you are new to WW or maybe just new to the Purple Plan, and it can be pretty overwhelming at times to think about a complete lifestyle change or a complete change to your diet. So what I want to do today is talk through some of the staples that I keep in my kitchen at all times. Now, from my perspective, being successful on Purple is embracing simple eating. If you get overwhelmed looking at a lot of recipes, as do I, when I see that long list of ingredients, my brain just turns off. When I focus on simplicity, just 1 or 2 ingredients with some spices and some salt and pepper, I am happier, I am satisfied and full, and I lose weight. One thing to know about me is that I am a vegetarian and I do eat mostly whole food plant-based. So I'm going to show you some foods that actually aren't mine, are my husband's, but I want you to know I'm not going to show you any meat today, but this is a judgment-free zone. So if you are a meat eater, there are lots of things that you can eat on Purple. Lean meats, specifically chicken and turkey, and some other things that I haven't memorized. So I want to encourage you to learn that 0-point food list as it pertains to your lifestyle. And don't think just because you're not seeing them here doesn't mean you can't eat them on Purple. All right, let's get started. Now, the most obvious ones are fruits and vegetables, of course. So for me, I like to buy a big bag of carrots, usually at Costco if I can. I'm actually not a big fan of raw veggies, so I mostly cook my vegetables. And then one of the things that I always have is a big Tupperware full of grapes. Now, for me, if a food product is too difficult to eat right out of the fridge or right out of the cupboard, I'm simply not going to eat it. It can sit in my fridge. So a bunch of grapes in the bag that they come in from the grocery store on the stems, those can sit in my fridge for a month. They can sit in my fridge, honestly, until they mold, and I will not eat them. So one of the things I have to force myself to do is to wash them and then take them off the stem. So all I have to do is open this up, take out a handful, and eat it. So fruits and vegetables, probably the most obvious one. And then people who have been on WW for a long time have embraced the Greek non-fat yogurt. Y'all, if this isn't on your radar already, it should be. This, in whatever quantity you eat it, is 0 points. Now, I wouldn't advise eating this entire tub at one time, but a half a cup on top of some grapes, I pretty much eat that for my mid-morning snack every single day. The other dairy product that I eat, and really the only other dairy product that I eat, are these Laughing Cow wedges. You've probably seen these as well if you've been around Weight Watchers for any period of time. This type is 1 point per wedge. Now, I find these to be pretty expensive if you buy just one of these, but the pack at Costco that comes with 4 or 5 of these is pretty inexpensive. So sticking with dairy, but moving on to breakfast. What I don't eat is cow milk and haven't for a really long time. Instead, unsweetened almond milk. 1 cup is 1 point. So in the winter, I eat a lot of oatmeal. That is my breakfast of choice in the winter. And with 1 cup of this, that is only 1 point for my breakfast. And I put a bunch of fruit on it and it still stays at 1 point. Now, for those of you who do eat eggs, you'll want to have a lot of eggs around on Purple. Eggs are 0 points. Now, in the sort of bean and legume category, you'll really want to embrace this category, y'all, because this is a big 0 point category that a lot of people are scared to eat in. And I really want to encourage you to not be afraid to eat. You're going to hear me say this a lot on my videos, but the secret to Purple is understanding that whole and healthy carbohydrates are not only good for you, but when you eat them, you will lose weight. So with that in mind, I say make these your best friend. Sweet potato and a regular potato. This is a russet. I have a whole drawer of potatoes down there that have some Yukon Gold in there. Love fingerling potatoes. I mean, potatoes are inexpensive. They are filling. They are very low in calories, but they are high in essential nutrients. Embrace the potato. And then for me, I eat a lot of tofu and tempeh, but this is where if you're looking for a protein source, you can get it from your lean meats, which are 0 points on Purple. Tofu and tempeh and soy products are 0 points as well. And then I buy this. This happens to be a Trader Joe's can, but only because I'm out of the cans from Costco. I buy a whole flat of beans from Costco all the time. I make what I call a refried bean recipe with this. I make it every week. It is just black beans, half a jar of my favorite salsa, and then I zap it with an immersion blender. Makes it creamy and spicy and delicious, and you would never know that it's essentially fat-free and 0 points. And then there's the gigantic, see if I can get this to follow me, grain category. Things like lentils. Lentils are so very good for you. Doesn't matter if you eat the green ones or the red ones. You can try things like bulgur if you've never had them. These things are ready in 10 to 15 minutes and they're like a nutty grain. You can make them, you can put a piece of chicken on top or a piece of tofu with some broccoli, or you can let them cool and put them in a salad in the summertime. And then of course, brown rice is 0 points. And whole wheat pasta, of which I do not have an example. I'm not a huge pasta eater, but for those of you that are, brown rice, whole wheat pasta are 0 points. Don't be afraid of them. It's very difficult to overeat these kind of foods. When you do, you will feel overly full. You know that feeling when you've eaten too much. Just don't eat that much next time. You will learn your body. You just have to be patient with yourself. Remember, it takes about 10 to 15 minutes to feel full. So make yourself a portion, eat it, and then wait 10 minutes. And if you're still hungry, eat some more. But it's going to take some time. So the most important thing you can do on Purple is to be kind to yourself. For those of us who have been on WW for a while, we know how important Air Pop popcorn becomes in your lifestyle change. You can eat it anytime you want. Sometimes I have it as an afternoon snack with just a little spray oil and a little salt. And then almost every evening, and by almost I mean every evening, I'll have a 1/4 cup of Air Pop popcorn and a little spray oil. And lately, I've been having this combination in the evening, which is a 1/4 cup of Air Popped popcorn, a little spray oil, and then some chocolate PB2, about 13 grams, which has a nice sweetness. It's a little chocolatey, so it's kind of like a sweet popcorn, and it's a really nice evening snack. I always like something sweet in the evenings. I hope this helps get you started. Remember to eat your potatoes. Remember to get a whole bunch of good low point food for yourself and have it in your kitchen at all times. In the comments below, let me know your favorite WW Purple staple. Let me know any questions you have, any help that you need. Make sure you like and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any upcoming content. As always, good luck on your weight loss journey. Together, we can do this.